Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. We're going to talk quickly about some things with the year end. There's a lot of important dates and information to talk about today, and we know that you guys are going to have a lot of questions. So this actual recording of this entire meeting is going to be available on YouTube, so you can go home and rewatch it, watch it with family, or refer to it when you're unsure of maybe something that we said. My screen is showing you the 8th grade class of 2023 Google Classroom. At the beginning of the year, we invited everyone to this. Some of you accepted the invite and some maybe never got around to it. Or if you're new to West Rock some point during this year, please see me or Dr. Reynolds and we can add you to it. But this is the place you're going to go for any information regarding the end of the year. So all the stuff that we're going to talk about today, you're going to be able to find later on today or tomorrow on the stream of the Google Classroom.
And it's there now. So if you happen to have your Chromebook out, you see your class code. Again, if you haven't, you see your class code right there. It is imperative. It is very important. It is essential that you join our Google Classroom because, again, you'll get notifications, you'll get reminders, you'll get push outs, you'll get all of those things. You'll be able to ask questions and get answers throughout this process. But super exciting time. You are about to finish middle school. I can't believe it. 3 years ago. It's just amazing. You guys were coming in as 6th graders, maybe a little nervous. You are not nervous anymore. You are ready to transition into 9th grade, which is super exciting. So a couple quick things. Google Classroom, first and foremost, that's going to be super important. Next is June 1st. June 1st, that's a little ways away. We're going to have an in-person meeting on June 1st during WIN. So the entire 8th grade class will check in with their teachers and then come down to the auditorium for WIN. And in that time, we'll talk about promotion, what we're wearing, how many tickets, 3 for everybody. But all of the things that you may ask, what time do we have to be there? What's the order? All of the things and questions that you may have around all of this that'll be the opportunity for you to ask. All right. So that's going to be June 1st. During WIN, we're going to have an in-person meeting in the auditorium. So just start thinking about questions, jot them down, talk with your friends and with your family around what should I ask? What is it? And then we're going to have an in-person meeting around all of those things specific to promotion and whatever else follows on that day. With that, we have some important upcoming dates. I'll add it. All right. So this is our end of year calendar. This is for the entire staff and entire school, but you'll see a lot of important 8th grade events. So really it kicks off with on the 8th, which is June 8th. It's Thursday. Our grade 8 celebration is really the pre-promotion celebration. It's going to be here on West Rock's grounds. It's going to be from 5 to 7:30. It's going to be kind of a barbecue, a cookout. We're going to have lots of games on the field. We'll have music. We're going to have bounce houses, lots of things to come. We're working with student council. I know Lydia, our student council president, met with us and other members. We're taking some notes on what we wanted to do during that time, taking requests for playlists, put all of that together. There won't be a DJ. There will be a playlist, and we're going to set up for a dance area in the gymnasium with decorations, things like that. So we'll have outside, a lot of games, a lot of fun. Food, we're going to have parent volunteers as well. And then we'll have the gym available for kind of a dance area if people want to do that instead. But if people want to opt out, they can have fun outside. So it's going to be 5 to 7:30. Lots of different ideas floating around. But if you want to talk to your homeroom representative, we are going to meet as a student council and bring those ideas back. So this would be the opportunity over the next few days to talk to your homeroom rep, get some ideas. How do we request songs so we can get it on the playlist, clean version only, and what are we doing? What do we want for this pre-promotion party? Because it's a really good time. Just another reminder, as an 8th grader, on the 9th, that Friday, the next day, you're going to turn in your Chromebook and charger. So your school issued Chromebook and charger will be turned in that 9th, that Friday. If you don't turn it in, you'll be responsible financially for it. So we'll talk a little bit more about the specifics, but you won't be able to be promoted until all of that is covered. And if you have any outstanding balances, field trips, some instruments, whatever that is, all of that needs to happen, including our Chromebook and charger before we participate in promotion. The 12th, next Monday, the 12th, 13th, we will have promotion practice. You are actually going to have our 6th grade schedule on those days. You are going to, so if we look at our school-wide schedule, we have 6th right in those blocks, 7th and 8th, where 6th has related arts first. You are going to flip with them. So you're going to have related arts first that day. So you're going to go to your related arts, participate while we set up for promotion practice, and then report to your first core. So you're going to follow that 6th grade schedule. Then we're going to call you down to the auditorium with your core teacher for promotion practice. So you're really going to, on the 12th and the 13th, 8th and 6th are going to flip schedules just to allow for us to make sure that we're prepared for our promotion practice. Your core teachers are with you who will participate in the promotion ceremony. That'll be the morning. Again, it's not overly complicated, but it is serious. It's a really formal ceremony. We want to make sure that we do a good job and we're prepared. And so we practice appropriately. On that 12th, that Monday, you're going to have an ice cream truck and sign yearbooks at the end of the day. So 12th is a really, we turn in the yearbooks, turn in our Chromebooks and chargers on the 9th. And then it becomes a lot of, closing up end of year. If we need to finish any assignments, we check in with our teachers. We have promotion practice, a lot of fun activities at the end of the day, yearbooks, ice cream truck on the 12th. Then the 13th, we have promotion practice again in the morning. Again, we get better the second time. We're going to have speeches, which I'll get to in a second. We'll have some people run through those on the 13th at least. And then the 14th, that's the big day. That is the day of promotion. Promotion will be at City Hall, but not till the evening. So we come in on the 14th. We practice we actually have breakfast in the cafeteria. Our Steve and our kitchen staff are going to cook a lot of good hot food. We'll also have donations from other families. We'll pick up some other goodies too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We basically come in, cafeteria, eat, we hang out a little bit, go outside for anybody who finishes early. We then get on buses. We go to City Hall and actually run through in the real venue, the same space as we're going to be back in the evening, and actually practice promotion from 9:30 to 11:30. Then we get back on buses, and then we head back here. We're just in time for lunch. We finish up the day. And at the end of the day, before we leave, that's when you get your 3 promotion tickets. So it's in person. Can't get them before then. So if anybody's being dismissed early, we'll have to come back and get them because we hand out 3 tickets at dismissal or right before dismissal in the afternoon on the 14th. And then we have promotion at 7:30. So we'll talk about the logistics on what time to get there, what's going to happen, what do I wear, who's going to do what, again, as we get closer on June 1st. But that is really from the 8th through the 14th. It's pretty busy every single day for the 8th graders as you close out not only your 8th grade year, but your whole middle school experience. So again, more to come, but that's kind of the rundown. I'll be able to send this out. I know a lot of your parents and families have this if they check the email blast that we post on the website. It'll also be posted on that Google Classroom, so you can share that too with your families. But this really is kind of an outline of what we're going to be doing. With that, we have one more topic to cover before we wrap up for the day. Turn it back over to Ms. Golding.
So every year we really try to make sure that the ceremony is very student driven, which means that students have the opportunity to speak and be the voice of the ceremony. And every year our student council president and the president of the National Junior Honor Society, they will speak. But in addition, last year, I think we had 4 or 5 different speakers. Somebody read a poem, another person did a welcome. Another thing that we did the last few years was have somebody do a speech in a different language. Last year, we actually had a series of students do a welcome in like 4 different languages. So we have a lot of ideas and flexibility about how we can incorporate a lot of different students into the ceremony. But if you are interested in speaking at promotion, this Google form will be posted on the Google Classroom, and you need to fill it out. There's 3 sections, actually. The first one, it just tells you a little bit about it and tells you that you must submit the form by this coming Friday at 2:50 p.m. And then myself, Dr. Reynolds, Ms. Amaral, Ms. Walters, Ms. Sable will all look at the responses, and then we will communicate to the people who are speaking Tuesday when we come back, or that week when we come back from the long Memorial Day weekend. So you just need to put your first name, your last name, your homeroom teacher, what the topic would be of your speech, why is speaking at the promotion ceremony important to you, and if there's anything else that your peers or the faculty should consider when making their decision about who is speaking.
Yeah. So if I can just jump in quickly, it's important that you give us some idea of what you're going to say. Like in years past, when we've done this, a couple people have filled out and said, because I want to. That doesn't really give us a whole lot of information about what you would stand up and say, and how would that would be representative of your entire class, because that's really what you're doing. You're speaking, and it does, like I said, it does not, and Ms. Golding said, it doesn't have to be a long speech. And I said this to some of our student council members. It could be very simple. It could be a quote that you want to share that is representative of not only your experience, but maybe the experience from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade that will represent your entire class. Maybe it is a motto that you think fits. Maybe it is a symbol. Maybe it's something else, a poem or a stanza of, like, it could be a lot of different things depending on what you feel would be appropriate, but just give us some information. Again, you don't have to write the speech. You don't have to give, 250 words. It's not that, but just provide some information about why. Because it is a big deal. We're going to have 250 kids. We're going to have all of your families, 3 people. It's a major event. The mayor's going to be there and speak, the superintendent. There's going to be plenty of people. It's a really important event, and it's a culmination of your 3 years as you transition into high school. So we do want to make sure it's special for you as well. Back to Ms. Gold.
And probably now the most exciting part of this whole presentation today. This is something new we're doing this year. But Mr. David and Miss Amaral and myself really wanted to help students out this year by offering to have the opportunity to what we call get styled. So what that means is Mr. David has volunteered, he's an expert dresser, by the way. So he's volunteered to take 2 students to the barbershop prior to promotion to get styled, fresh cut, everything. And he would go with you. Of those 2 people, one person would get the haircut, and the other person not only would get the haircut, but would also have the opportunity to get an outfit, so to speak, for promotion that's paid for and helped chosen with Mr. David. So a very unique opportunity to get styled by Mr. David, whether that's the fresh cut or the fresh cut and the outfit. And then similarly, Miss Amaral and myself are going to do that for 2 other female students, outfit for one person and a manicure at a nail salon, and the other student would just be a trip to the nail salon. So if you are interested in either one of those 4 opportunities, we're asking for you to check off here. It'll say yes or no. And then we would like to know why you feel you are deserving of this opportunity. And that's a chance for you to say something private to us. Again, not just because I would have a good time or hang out with Mr. David is cool, because it is very cool. We want to know why you would be the most deserving for this unique opportunity. And again, this is coming from the generosity of Miss Amaral, myself, and Mr. David. We're the ones sponsoring it, treating, spending the time. So it is, like I said, a unique opportunity, and we're really lucky to have adults in the building that are so caring and want to support everybody. Dr. Reynolds, do you have anything you want to add?
No, that's it. So just, it's going to be the same form, but you don't have to fill out all of it, right? If you just want to speak and you don't want to, you don't want to apply and be part of the styling, that's fine. If you don't want to speak and just be part of the styling, that's fine too. So whatever portion you want to do, it's just, it's simple. It's simpler if there's just one form instead of 3 different. So you don't have to do all of them. You click next through, just fill out the parts that you want. If you want all of it, that's fine. But that will be posted on the Google Classroom tomorrow morning. And just to finish up, because it is 2:48 and we're going to dismiss, tomorrow we do have testing, but we'll have Panther News first, and we'll remind and we'll make sure we show at least that link so you can see it. And if you haven't joined that Google Classroom, you can do that tomorrow. And so this will be up and posted. With that,
also homeroom teachers, I got a couple emails. I'll share the code so you could remind students in homeroom to join with the code. That would be helpful. And also, again, please remind your parents or your friends that were in band that they can watch this recording on YouTube.
Yep. With that, it is a really exciting part of the year. To be honest, you have a SBAC tomorrow, a performance task. After that, you wrap up your classes. You got some finals, and then we really hit the ground running and celebrate and enjoy the rest of your 8th grade as we prepare for promotion. And you say it's been real. So with that, have a great day. And I'm going to do dismissal right now.